We are David May.
And I'm B. Howard, and you're watching our iHeartRadio Ask Anything Chat.
Our new song is called Liberian Girl, as you may know, is going through the roof. And thanks to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having us on the show tonight to answer all your questions. Very excited. What do you think, B?
Forward. See you guys soon.
All right, let's jump to the first question. The question is, take us back a few years when you did the first get the call that somebody was interested in you and your music. Do you want to start, B?
Okay, so this question is from Tyne from St. Louis, Missouri. So, when I was first, I got the call that someone was interested in me and my music. I think I was about, maybe 7 years old, 7 years or 8 years old. And I was asked to do, some singing and some, stuff for, Disney and McDonald's. I actually went in and did the burger and all that stuff for the McDonald's commercial. It was really exciting for me as a kid. And, though I wasn't moved forward at that time, it was the first time and I was very, just excited and felt like I could do something.
Yeah, great. More or less the same thing on my corner. I grew up as well with in a very musician family, and my parents bought me the first keyboard, and then I started to combine the things, the sounds together. And then the first concert I did, it was actually in the school where the teachers asked me, "Hey, if your parents are so successful, are you playing as well an instrument?" So I was playing in the front of the entire school, having my first group, a band playing pop and rock music at that time with a very long hair.
Wow.
So we have another question from Constance from Lock Haven, PA.
Ah, Pennsylvania. Very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. So how do you pronounce your full names with the proper native accent, and where were you born?
I
It's
want
gonna
to
be
hear you
funny.
first.
It's gonna be
You
funny.
go first.
All right, so guys, David May are actually my first names. So David and May are my first names. My last name is Kology. It's the same thing like in German. It means Wagner or wheel maker in America. And yeah, I was born in Poland, grew up in Germany, study on a high school sound engineering in Zurich. So I made quite a lot of traveling around the globe. But still, nobody can actually pronounce my name in the right way. So everyone is calling me basically, it's just David May.
Mm. All right. So the pronunciation of my name is very simple. um, Brandon Howard, but most people call me B. Howard. Very easy. The name is locked into Irish roots as well. But yeah, B.
Very,
Howard. Easy peasy.
very cool. Now we have from Lisa from Lake City, Florida. If you could go back in time to 3 points in your life, what ages would that be?
Oh, wow.
That's a big question, huh? Wow.
It is a big question. Um, if I can go back time 3 points in my life. Um, one of the points of my life, golly, it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing because I really enjoyed most times, but I wish I can go back to uh man, well, one time is 2009. It was a very pivotal time, and I wish I would have, before that, I would have been able to, you know, tell persons how I felt, for so I was, it's very, you know, riddled with a lot of questions in my life, and I would have been able to tell someone how I felt, and that, you know, I'm just, you know, kind of lonely. I wish I would have been more active. Um, in my early times, probably like when I was 15. When I was 15,
Last
I
year.
yeah. So I wish I would have, you know, did things earlier. Did a lot of things earlier. I would have loved to, you know, have more fun. And I had a lot of fun, but I would have, I was always scared. I was nervous to, go out and, play a lot too, make more friends. My life has had a lot of, you know, it was very tight. So I would have loved to make more friends, you know. And I think, what else would I would have done? Another point in my life.
Well, there was as well a great phase in Asia, I remember. How was that? How was that feeling for you?
Asia. I wouldn't redo most things I would not redo in my life. I just,
It can be just,
oh,
sharing.
one thing. I wish I would have bungee jumped earlier too. I wish I would have done that earlier. That was fun. Yeah.
Well, very, very cool. So, on my corner, I can maybe point out especially one thing in 2009 when I came out with my first personal single. Before that time, I was just a producer. Now we reached in a very short time number one position, being zero prepared, putting it on the deep water performance, DJing around the globe.
Oh,
And there was a unique situation where New York Yankees were playing, my single at that time, for entry to the stadium. That was really big. So I would like just to face the same feeling with the perspective of the experience I have today. It was a great time, of course. It was 2009. That's fine, but it was a start, for collaborating with so many great musicians. One is happening now with this dude here on the same Zoom. And the last thing is, well, there are many big moments which you share with your friends and family, very private things where you look back and maybe sometimes because you are so fascinated about producing and making music, you are forgetting what is happening around you. That's what's happening to me. And maybe I would love to be part of this, great barbecues, XYZ, just to be focused more on the people. No, that's the thing where I would like maybe just to jump back and just give them more quality time and not
uh,
just thinking about what should the next production should be.
yeah, same thing. That's funny. You know what? I didn't know we had our number ones at the same time around the same year. That's funny. That's really,
Well, things are happening for a reason, as I used to say.
yeah.
All right, so we have another question. Well, so many questions. Sarah from New Orleans.
I'll
Uh,
let you this one.
when and how did you guys meet? Well, now first of all, now we had now first time it was I think in Vegas, right? Last year. And I was actually zero, not announced, not prepared. We have been just enjoying good time during the first Formula race in Vegas. I was releasing that time another record, and yeah, and then someone was passing by with a kind of like a special move, and I said, "Who is that? Who is that?" And then we had a common friend, Venus Brown, and we just started to chat, to listen to music, and found I think common passion to love, to music, to willing to create again big records like in the older times. And I think this is where the music industry is heading to. Now there's a lot of competition, but you need to give 1000% for every record in order to win the race. And this is where we are at the moment promoting Liberian Girl around the globe. And we are very, very happy about, already so many positive feedbacks. How do you feel our first meeting? How was it for you?
Wow, it was great. I mean, I was not, I wasn't looking to do anything. I had no idea. I was out having fun during F1 races. I was with, some friends, with Mobius, with Gila Liberday, with a lot of different people. And, Marquette King. So we were in the corner having fun. And then
True.
one of our friends said, "Hey, I would, when I saw one of my good friends, I love him, Venus Brown and, David May." I said, "Venus is here." "What?" "It's like a brother." So I was walking and they took me over to the table and I didn't see Venus right away. And I saw this guy. I said, "Who is this guy?" Like something was there, you know. I didn't say anything. And then we just all got together and it was amazing. And like the chemistry. And then after we started talking about music and going over things, I'm finding out that he does sonics too. Like I love sonics and songs. So going over these things and creating something new and something special, it'll be fun. And here we are today. Like the song is just like going over the top, and I can't believe this all started just organic, not planned.
What is sometimes the best way, right?
Yeah,
Because then it's not, you are not overthinking things, it's just moving forward.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I see another one is from Richard, um, from Florida. How did you came to pick up Liberian Girl as the single?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would let you start with that, but from my place, we spoke about it, David and I, for a while, that it would be a great thing to do. And at first, I was thinking about it. I'm just like, wow, this song was one of the most a brilliant song, brilliantly pieced together, and it was going to be the 35th anniversary of it. But most importantly, to be able to give it a fresh start. At the time, it didn't get as much love as I think the song deserved. And, to complement the production of, Quincy Jones and Michael Jackson, um, I think the combination between David and I was a great thing. I thought it would be superior idea, especially moving it in the dance direction like David did, moving it up tempo, giving it more global appeal, a different global appeal. So man, I was like, for sure, I'm all in.
Thank you so much for all the questions. Thanks for joining us on Ask Anything Chat. Thanks to Romeo who helped and supported us here on the stage, and most requested live for having us on the show tonight to answer mostly, hopefully, all the questions related to our collaboration and friendship, plus our passion to music, producing, and of course to our current release, Librarian Girl. And I give you the words now as well to be.
Thank you guys so much for being here, and all those questions are so great. And I look forward to us performing Liberian Girl for you guys and, seeing more of you. So make sure you guys stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Bye-bye.